The transformation of industry in the world has gone from the information-related ones to the manufacturing industry. So practically all manufacturing industry has been transformed by the paradigm. They adopted all the new methods and all that. But there are two sorts of industries that haven't really become globalized, modernized in many ways. I think that Asia is a continent that's full of people and has very few natural resources. Latin America is a continent that's full of natural resources and has very few people. So no matter how cheap our labor, even in Brazil, never will it be able to compete one-to-one with Asia. But we have resources, lots. And those resources are now being sold at higher and higher prices. The idea would be to do what the Asians did with manufacturing and become the center of the world that produces materials, new materials, gourmet fruit, whatever, the whole thing that has to do with natural resources. Put technology into that and start creating niche markets and start going to the world offering whatever you want. You want a material with such and such specifications, we're going to make it. So that you put technology into these things and you establish relations with the ones that have the knowledge of these things, of chemistry and of materials, science of materials and biology and all that. And we get the new business models in alliance with participation of the locals, with knowledge-intensive services and all sorts of things, to not only, of course, you also do the processing. I think within 6 or 7 years, moving raw materials across the ocean is going to be stupid because it's going to be too expensive and you're going to have to pay taxes on the CO2 and all that. So it'll be absolutely normal and obvious that you have to process them, and send them already more valuable and less volume and leaves all the slag and all the stuff from the ores. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I also think that there will be food production around cities, maybe hydroponic, I don't know, but we can no longer have lettuce coming from halfway around the world. It's impossible. CO2 is going to be too much. The value doesn't. So you have to upgrade the value of your agricultural things. So you will only move gourmet fruit that are going to be extremely expensive. So you'll get the same money, but for things that have the wonderful flavors that you people don't even know. You've never tasted real fruit of our tropical fruits, because the ones that are exported are ridiculously horrible. Nothing to do with the wonderful tastes. So there are all sorts of things that can be done, putting a lot of technology into natural resources and process industries where we have some experience. That has the advantage also of preparing Latin America for the next revolution, because it'll be materials, nanomaterials, biotechnology, all that. Somehow we can bet on entering that from now and be ready to jump on whatever happens. However, all these industries are low in labor. They're all capital intensive. Anything you do in there is going to be mainly technology capital intensive. So it'll allow growth, but it will not solve the disparity problem, the poverty problem. So we have to take advantage of something else and work bottom up also. So that will be the top down. So I'm calling it the dual integrated model, which has, because it's a dual reality. We have a dual reality, so it's got to be recognized, and we can't talk about trickle-down effect. That's stupid. It never happened, and it will never happen. So we've got to generate wealth from the bottom. And to generate wealth from the bottom, we've got to work on the territory with local authorities and with maybe a whole lot of trained consultants who will be from the country, trained especially to identify the vocation, the production, the special things that are in each locality, so that everywhere you can produce things that can go to world markets or to local markets, or serving the internal or the city or whatever. I mean, to just find what could be produced there and to have a system that allows the funding of those sort of innovative things.